Ladies and gentlemen, the sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers, one of the great venues in college football. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the Clemson Tigers offense will take the first swing of the game. And all eyes on this man as he takes the field. The defense knows they're going to try to throw him the football, and it probably won't matter, guys.
Oh, but the defense, Reese, will be locked in. He will see double coverage. They will know where he's at on every single snap, Jesse, or else you will get beat quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's one of the few receivers in the country, guys, where if it's man coverage, he's open, zone coverage, he's open. If he's double covered, he's open. Throw that guy the ball.
They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Clemson jumps to the line. Right back to him on the ground. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Unloads to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he was weaving his way and finally brought down around the 23-yard line.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down. Stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
So LSU's offense has its first opportunity of the day. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the deep.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game, the head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see?
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Just buried it. And the ball's on the ground. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it.
You had to wonder about this guy's confidence coming into this one. He put it on the ground in their last game. They lost. He had to hear about it all week long in the media, and now he's just put it on the ground again.
As the defense comes out, they've got him pinned back, and listen to the roar of this crowd. They're trying to get to him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Defense getting a boost from this crowd on 3rd and long. On the ground with the counter. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Clemson will send the punt team out. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You've got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight-type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Yeah, and it's so hard to contain this guy with all those options he has and the experience at the quarterback spot, but nice job by the defense limiting the damage. Didn't give up a huge gain.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Almost intercepted in the end zone, and what a red zone stop that would have been. It'll be 4th down. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
That's such a terrible feeling, too, if you're the quarterback, because on 4th down, they're calling for you on a designed run. They're putting all their hopes on you to somehow go out and get that first, and he knew it. There was just nowhere to go. It's got to be a terrible feeling when you know the defense has won, especially on 4th down, and you're going to be coming off the field.
The Tigers moving quickly to the line. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We did.
Touchdown, LSU! A great catch and run for 6. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, 2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Georgia looked less like a pack of dogs and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough between the hedges, and today they found a way outside of Sanford Stadium. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Finds the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Forced out of the pocket. Steamrolls his way ahead. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. And that pass picked off. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception. First down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After the misconnection, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. He's got it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Quarterback checking off. Wants to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Perez. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. He's got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. From the gun. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Paul, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll test the right side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Clemson is quick to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's caught downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And you got man-to-man coverage and running that curl route. That ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there. He does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
quickly out to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll run it from the gun. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They think there's room to run to the right here. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. 4th down and the punt team sends it the other way. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you wanted. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
It's complete to the left. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. The give to the single back. Ran through the contact. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of the guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Out of the backfield, he's open.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He caught it! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance when you think it's a run.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground and cover to pick up the first. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception.
You know, the problem about taking shots against cover 3 is that the corner playing on the outside already has a big cushion against the wide receiver, and he's got his eyes on him, so he can see the football thrown. You've got to be pinpoint accurate. If you're not, it could be an interception, and that's what happened right there.
He wants to throw. He's going to fire deep. He's got it inside the 30. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. On the option, the pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Tigers are on the move. Looking to go up top on first down. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the beatdown has ensued. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The give to the tailback. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Clemson will send the punt team out. Looking for a block. It's Velez. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Turns it on in midfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assert.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown LSU! And the pummeling has started. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. at their own 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable.
And it's his 4th interception of the night. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Well, the offense turns it over. And talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Gets it out quickly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Now the toss. Inside the 25. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. LSU with the 1st and 10 here.
First down for the Tigers.
He'll do it himself. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, he chews up yards. That was really quick, really decisive. Design quarterback runs are very difficult to stop, and you can tell he's got some ability to make big plays, and thank goodness they got him on the ground and it wasn't a bigger play than it could have been.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. Well, guys, so far this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll run the option. Quick toss. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
Touchdown LSU! And the route is on. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Toss to the left. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they've put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. They're going to go for it with a couple of good options here. Get it to the 1, you get the first down. Get it farther, you get the touchdown. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better.